Hey, it's Dane. This is a different type of video. I want to do this more for myself as like a log. So completely different from anything I've done. This past summer, I was feeling like complete crap, getting like raging headaches, fatigue. I wouldn't recover from training sessions well, and I never had a headache in my entire life. And even when I was in college and I drank heavily, my hangovers were based off my gut, not my head. So I knew something was up. And my last track meet was the beginning of August, and I had 4 out of my 6 throws were over 18 meters. And shortly after that, I was struggling to hit, 18 meters with a 14-pound shot. I had, on my previous program, I had been throwing mid-19s with 15, and I was throwing a 14. I couldn't, I barely hit 60 feet with it. And I knew something was going on physically that was not good. So I went to a couple doctors, guys helped me out, and then finally I went and got blood work done. And the first thing they noticed was that my testosterone was extremely low. My white blood cells were extremely high. So first they weren't sure what was going to happen. They thought I had an autoimmune disease, which I have asthma from when I was younger, so I'm more prone to autoimmune diseases. But they went through all these tests. Why is my testosterone low? My white blood cells are high, to the point where they actually thought I might have some form of cancer. I got to get chest x-rays, go through all this stuff. And finally, I've been talking to a client I trained who's a pharmacist, and he said, you might have Lyme disease. So I started researching Lyme disease and like my symptoms and what was going on, and I started to think it might be the case. And fortunately, one of the best doctors in the world is like 15 minutes, that deals with Lyme disease, like 15 minutes from my house. I'd never heard of the guy, but just in research, I found this guy. I went, got blood work done. I got like 9 vials taken. He checked everything, and I was diagnosed with Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, Q fever. Q fever is what was giving me these raging headaches. And on top of that, I had an active monovirus, which I think is Epstein-Barr. HME, and some other weird virus, parvovirus. So I have since been diagnosed with these things, and the whole point of this is just I want to log how I feel from month to month and my progress, because I'm still trying to train. I still have goals to go to the U.S. Indoor Championships this year, and PR and get stronger and everything. But now it's my training is a lot different. So at this point, I've been on antibiotics for a month. I've been on zithromycin, Zithromax, for 250 milligrams twice, or 500 milligrams once a day for a month, a cyclovir for 10 days. And now I'm off the cyclovir, I'm still on Zithromax, and now I just got doxycycline, I think it's called. It's another antibiotic, and talking to my doctor, both doctors I have told me it might be 8 months I'm on antibiotics. I am feeling better, I have less headaches, but I'm still walking around with like a fog. And the other thing I want to note is that my testosterone was 224 so far. It was the lowest it's been tested, and that's like what an 85-year-old man would have. So I'm still waiting for that to go back up. So along with the antibiotics, I'm on vitamin E, liquid vitamin E, fermented cod liver oil, about 100 milligrams of zinc throughout the day, 10,000 IUs of vitamin D, 2 like multivitamins from a company that is associated with my doctor. Man, I'm on so much stuff. Probiotics, 2 different kinds of probiotics, and about 800 milligrams of magnesium, and if I can't sleep at night, I have to take Benadryl, which varies. The biggest thing with this disease that I've found so far is that one day I feel fine, and the next day I feel like I got hit by a truck. I also have terrible anxiety, which my doctor says is related to the tick-borne diseases, but I sort of think it's related to my low testosterone. It was so bad at a point where I have to miss work sometimes. I haven't missed work in 2 weeks, so that's like a positive for me. But it's been tough, not knowing what was going on to now finally figuring out what's going on. It's sort of like it's an uphill battle, but I'm not by any means do I feel normal. If normal was here, and I was way down here, and now I'm like back to here, and hopefully eventually I feel normal, but normal's not optimal. Normal to me is a normal person can only bench press 150 pounds. I want to be the guy who can, who's off the charts and feels great. So like that's my long-term goal. My strength's been down. But then, yesterday I couldn't train. I was so tired I didn't do anything. But then today I front squatted 355 for 3, and it was easy. I PR'd with the 19-pound shot. I threw 54.7. But then there's some days I go out and I throw the 19-pound shot, and I'm throwing 47 feet. So it's something that's like day to day. I just wanted to make this log. Some people if they have Lyme disease, they can use this as a tool. And I'm going to make a series of videos, hopefully documenting my progress and where I'm going and how training is and all that, just as a different perspective. So